Welcome back to the channel. Today we have got the RC10T from Team Associated. Super happy to get this one on the channel. We've just recently built the Clear Edition, which you can see here. So I'll pop a link above now if you want to go check out what I've done with that one. We're going to slightly different from box art, and I think it came out very, very nicely. And the T, as soon as this one came out, I thought I've got to have that. I do enjoy buggies and some trucks, and I do have some in the collection, but I don't actually have a Team Associated RC10T, and a lot of people that I've spoken to rave about this one. So yeah, super excited that I actually got hold of one. Once again, like the 40th anniversary kit of the normal RC10, stock super limited. Most stock shops seem to get about 3 or 4 of these, and some shops got none at all. So if you did get hold of one of these down here in Australia, hopefully you do get it out of the box, build it, and go and enjoy it, because that's what I'm going to do, not sort of let it sit there. Even though the box looks very, very nice to have on the shelf, and Team Associated have gone to the length of putting these fancy, stickers over the ends. But if anyone has actually got one of these, or got one of the Clear Editions, or the 40th anniversary kits, you will realise that these peel off super, super easy and can be stuck back down, and you wouldn't even know that they have been opened. So just look out for that one if you are buying one of these. I assume that there will be some people out there that may loot things out of kits, reseal them, and sell them on. So just be mindful. We will be cutting this one open, and I'll show you what is inside. And just before we go and take a look at that, I was able to get ourselves a 10% off discount code from Plague Bearings. So I'll put the code down below, which is RC Action, and that'll get you 10% off. I've been buying Plague Bearings here in Australia for, as long as I've been in the hobby here. Super happy with them, and definitely a lot better quality than just some cheaper ones you can buy off the internet from overseas. Now, I pay for the bearings, but this is just an opportunity for you guys out there to get 10% off. Put my code in, and that would be, just support another Aussie business. It would be fantastic. Plus, you guys get a bit of a discount out of it. So let's crack open the box here, see what you get for your money, because, quite frankly, it was expensive. These seem to sell out quite quickly. So I guess whatever Team Associated put on them price tag, they knew that people would buy them. The 40th anniversary kit, I did actually get one of those as well. I do plan to build that one down the line. I do have a really, really nice vintage, there it is behind me here, vintage RC10. And like I said, we've got the Clear Edition there. Clear Editions can be still found at discounted prices in stores and online in Australia. So those didn't really sell that well. And I understand, because really Team Associated sort of come out and said you can't run them. But despite building that, I think you could run it. It's just parts availability with the clear parts that you obviously can't buy. So let's crack this one open. And yeah, what was these? These are around about $750 retail in Australia, so $750 retail. If it's like anything like the Clear or the 40th, do you really get your money's worth? Hopefully once I build this, take it out and take it for a run, I've heard really good things, it will sort of reiterate that money. But these are all already popping up online, people that have bought them and resold them for ridiculous money, as are the 40th anniversary kits. So let's peel back these labels, see what you get for your money, and yeah, then we'll wrap it up for today. So before we go too far, let's take a look at the box. And as I said, these factory sealed stickers, they just peel off quite easy. This one I took off this end here, and as you can see, you wouldn't even know that it's been taken off, and they will stick back on, and you can put a little bit of like a hairdryer or a heat gun, and they reseal and look like they've never been taken off. So that's probably a good thing, because it doesn't destroy the box, and you just don't have to sort of cut them like some other kits, and then you're left with the sticker on there. So you could build this, put these back on, and sort of set this up as a display with the car in front if you wanted to. But other than that, let's take a look at the box. Now, obviously, it gives you, I do like the lettering. They put a bit of effort into it. does give you some nice pictures of the chassis as well around the box. The box feels like good quality, but what's inside is the most important part. So if we lift the lid up, you can just sort of see that Team Associated has sort of just chucked everything in there. Nothing special, but then again, this is a kit that we're going to build, so it doesn't really matter. So let's run through what you actually get. I'll bring the camera over and on the bench, and we'll have a little look. Okay, so let's have a look in the box here. We'll start off with, obviously everything is in bags, which is super cool, and building the clear edition, you basically just pick a bag out, obviously start at the front and build the contents of that bag and follow the manual. I do believe that this one here does have a manual. A lot of people have been complaining about the parts, that some are different coloured, so we'll have a look at those as they come out, but those sort of seem to be the sort of creamy coloured of the regular RC10. I've just gone ahead and laid everything out on the countertops here, so there are some variations in the colours, but then again I guess that's really just the steering components and the turnbuckles. We've got the nice gold shocks. Seen some people online a bit upset that they aren't the black shocks. Now the wheels and tyres, they look quite cool, quite large, seem to be quite good quality. Multi-piece wheels that you've obviously got to put together. Yeah, just lots of parts bags. But I guess we move on to the chassis. Now I do actually like the black chassis. It looks very, very nice, and Team Associated has obviously gone to the trouble of giving us a nice little sticker there. Obviously this kit is not numbered, but it's nice to sort of see that they've put a nice sticker with an anniversary sort of edition there, and we've got RC10 printed into the chassis as well. And if we take a look at our decals, we've obviously got the decals, the box art, and then they've also included these nice fluorescent decals in the kit as well. And on to the part where I'm not really sure what we're going to do yet is the body. So I'm not 100% sure if I'll go box art. Well, I definitely don't think I will go box art. I think that we can come up with something a little bit nicer, a little bit different, just because I think there'll be a lot of people on the forums and posting things on the internet trying to sort of do that box art, which it looks beautiful, but I think I might go something different. Well, that's a quick look at the RC10T, and just to let everyone know that we did get hold of one down here in Australia, even though stock was limited. So as you can see, before I get the build happening on this one, I did purchase some bearings through Plague Bearings, so I'm just waiting for those to arrive in the mail. And obviously while we're talking about Plague, don't forget that they've been very generous in offering my viewers that 10% off discount. So just type in RC Action on checkout to get hold of that. So yeah, hopefully soon we'll get this one built. Like I said, we're just waiting on the bearings. But once again, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Your support is very much appreciated.